Hello, it's Attorney Mack coming to you from Chicago. As usual, I'm scrambling. We've got us a problem, people. We've got us a problem. It's happy hour. The show must go on, but I forgot to render my video. Don't worry. Don't worry. I've got a horrible stopgap. I looked for other calls that are going on, but I couldn't find anything remotely interesting. So don't worry. We're gonna go to a new thing. We're gonna call Jokes with Mike. Wherein I asked ChatGTP to write me jokes. And they are horrific. They are horrific. Let's do this thing, shall we? Let's do it. Okay. I told the bot, hey, I've got a law YouTube channel. I've got a law YouTube channel. Oh no, we're wait. Yeah, good point. Good point. Let's just put this up here right now. Get ready for this. I don't know why. I don't know if it's cheating. I don't know if ChatGTP knows of my channel specifically. I just said law YouTube channel. I don't know if it knows it from prior things. I don't know what, but it's giving me sovereign citizen jokes. Okay. All I said is give me happy hour law. Give me jokes for my happy hour stream. Brace yourselves. This isn't going to be good. All right, let's do this thing. Number one, I said give me three. Number one, I don't know. There's like no setup for these jokes. Number one is, quote, I told my viewers I'd represent them for free as long as they agree to waive all constitutional rights and bring their own goat. You know, standard sovereign citizen terms. I crap you negative. That's what it says. I literally didn't write this. I prompted it, I suppose. I need a rim shot for this. I need a rim shot. I don't have one handy. Are you ready to embark on number two? Let's do it. I haven't even read these. I read the first one. Number two, 10 seconds of preparation. ChatGPT joke. Why did the lawyer bring a letter to court? Because the arguments were on a whole nother level. And so was the judge after listening to a sovereign citizen for an hour. All I've got is a goat scream. I can work up. I can work up. Don't worry, I can work up a rim shot if we were to ever do this again. I have a sneaking suspicion we shall never do this again. I have a sneaking suspicion that I will be editing the front of this stream out. But I'm still not done. Let me look. Yeah, I still got a few minutes left. Okay, let me see what else we got. Number three. A defendant asked if this was an admiralty court. I said, only if your argument sinks any faster, Captain Delusion. I don't see where it's really a joke, but that's okay. That's okay. Now this is weird. When I do this, it says, okay, after it gave me these three humdingers, it says, want one involving Judge Simpson, your screaming goat, or the infamous Cuban wife storyline. I did not even say the name of my channel. So ChatGTP is on to Law Talk with Mike. I mean, I might have mentioned it in prior queries for something else. I don't know. This is actually interesting. You guys ready? Are you ready for this? I've not seen it. Judge Simpson joke. Number one, Judge Simpson joke. Judge Simpson is so patient. Last week, he listened to a guy explain maritime law for 20 minutes in a landlocked county. At this point, he deserves hazard pay and a sainthood. I don't know. That's it. That's what I got. Number 2, we've got a screaming goat joke. You know, I should have just changed the start time. It's clear to me now I should have changed the start time. But I'm now committed to this bit. There's no going back. There's no going back now. Okay. Screaming goat joke. Some people use a gavel. I use a screaming goat. Why? Because nothing says objection sustained like a bleeding farm animal echoing through a courtroom. Oh, all right. All right, moving right along. Our last and final joke. And then I don't know what I'm going to do until this thing's rendered. The Cuban wife joke. Fresh from ChatGTP. A round of applause for ChatGTP here, folks. My Cuban wife told me to stop watching court videos all day. So I did the mature thing and sued her for emotional damages. Just kidding. I couldn't find proper service in Havana. Okay. I think at this point, I just think Andrew has hijacked ChatGTP. All right. ChatGTP now is saying to me, want one more for backup or a crowd pleaser? I'm going to go with yes. Let's do it. All right. It says, all right, here's a bonus crowd pleaser roast style joke to keep the happy hour rolling. I don't know if the happy hour is rolling. I think the happy hour has has gone into the ditch and has ceased rolling. And we haven't even started yet. Okay. Let's see. All right, here's what we got. Here's what came back. I watched a sovereign citizen represent himself today. And by the end, I wasn't sure if it was a legal argument or the world's worst TED Talk. Even my screaming goat filed a motion to dismiss. All right. Since we're not done yet, it asked me for one more. According to ChatGTP, okay, according to ChatGTP, GPT. Thanks, Maria. ChatGTP, whatever. I don't care. According to this AI crap. Where are we at here? Oh, I got to come back and deal with that. Okay. It says, here's a solid closer to wrap up your stream with a laugh. Well, we're not wrapping it up. We're still delaying. All right. I mean, whatever. It's now prompting me for this. So the setup, I guess, is it's the end of the stream. Although we haven't started the stream yet, but that's okay. We'll go with it. It says, all right, folks, that's it for Happy Hour Court, where the rulings are loose, the jokes are questionable, and the goat has more legal sense than half the docket. See you next time, unless I'm served by my Cuban wife first. Okay, that's solid. That's solid. We'll play ChatGPT. It's not really a joke, but it's a good closer. I like it. All right. All right, I guess we'll do super chats before we start then here. Bacterial vaginosis still in the house. Good to know. Bacterial vaginosis might even be better than one of you knuckleheads made your screen name Jay Regeer's Love Slave. There have been many good ones through the years, but those two stick out. It is. It's dad jokes with Mike. It's not. It's Chat GPT. Am I saying GTP? GPT. I would give you all a drink if I could. Don't encourage her, Andrea. Oh, thank you. Chat GPT. Yeah. I got a lot going on here. Is my damn video done yet? Okay. I just asked for 2 more because it's not quite done yet. Let me see. What do I have? It's getting fairly close. All right. 2 more desperation jokes here. Had a guy ask the judge if the court had jurisdiction over his soul. Judge said, no, but based on your argument, I'm pretty sure Satan's got a lien on it. All right. Number two, bonus pointless jokes. I saw a defendant zoom into court shirtless, holding a parrot. Honestly, the bird gave a better legal defense than he did. Might be time to start the Parrot Bar Association. I don't even get that. I don't even know what you're on about now. I guess that's what I get. I didn't say it would be good. I just told you I would read whatever Chat GTP vomits at me. It would have been far superior to just delay this thing. I see that. Oh, thank you. Zoe B, thank you. Kate Kelly, thank you. All right, where are we here? We got all sorts of stuff. Michelle, thank you. Thank you, Kendra. Oh. All right. I think we're there. Now, let me see. My render program is showing 1 minute and 30 seconds. Let me get my life together here so I can put this stuff over. All this is fake. The jokes are AI. Law Talk with Mike is AI. It's Westworld. The whole event right here.
But Simpson will tell you that being alone, need yourself one question, are you a hoe? Mrs. Shots, oh Mrs. Shots, oh where did you go? We have questions like on the weekends, do you work selling burritos? The Law Talk with my crew, we're here to laugh at you. We see you in court acting all tough. You're resolve. It seems that life must be so rough. Without getting into further details, there were drugs involved. I thought I was smoking crack, but it was just glue that dissolved. Oh man, I gotta get it together because wow, that was messed up.
Okay.
IBS and I'm bleeding inside.
Okay. Who's first? Walker.
He's got Walker.
All right. You ready, Abby?
Yes.
Okay, we're on the record in the matter of the City of Wyandotte versus Kevin Walker, 25603. And counsel, your appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Corey Westmoreland appearing on behalf of Mr. Walker. Mr. Walker, would you please state your full name for the record?
Kevin Walker.
All right, the court, and good morning, and counsel, as to the arraignment.
Yes, Your Honor. At this time, we are prepared to waive a formal reading. My client stands mute.
The court will waive the formal reading, enter plea of not guilty for purposes of the arraignment. Schedule this matter for pretrial May 14th.
10:15.
At 10:15 a.m. And counsel, as to bond.
Yes, Your Honor. I would like you to know that Mr. Walker is currently residing in Lincoln Park. He's not currently on probation.
Okay, this is Alyssa's fault, this particular clip. It's fantastic. You have to wait for the defendant. His attorney makes too much sense. Don't worry. The defendant talks, and he has a complete vibe. It's good stuff.
Parole. I don't believe he has any other pending matters at this time out of any other jurisdiction. I would like you to know he currently does collect Social Security disability, so he is on a very, very limited income. He has no history of absconding, and after speaking with him at length, he did assure me he would be appearing at all future court dates and understands the importance of doing so. I just ask for consideration for a personal bond on behalf of Mr. Walker.
Okay. Well, sir, why does your name seem so familiar? Have you been here before? Sir?
Excuse me?
I said, why does your name seem so familiar?
Well, yeah, but Lincoln Park near Detroit, not as a neighborhood of Chicago.
Before?
You've been here before, is what she's asking. No.
Okay. Sir, fortunately, the individual that was with you was able to stand near you, so brought you to the attention of the officers. Otherwise, it seems as though you may have been hit by a car. But and sir, how long have you been on disability, sir?
About 10 years now. I got like 6 medications at home I need to take every morning, so that's also an important issue.
Okay, and what are those medications, sir?
I got a heart arrhythmia. I guess that's what they call it. So I take medications for that, as well as a couple other things. I have a few different medical issues.
Okay, and I'm sure when you read those medications, sir, it says not to use any alcohol when you're taking those, correct?
I mean, they never told me that, but I can imagine it's probably not any good for it.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not. It seems as though, sir, you have a history of significant alcohol use. So, all right. Well, here's what the court's going to do, sir. The court's going to order a $5,000 personal bond. You also are not to be released without an alcohol tether through the Wayne County from the Wayne County Jail. This is for your safety, as well as to support you in maintaining your sobriety.
Excuse me, I gotta have a tether.
Yes, sir, an alcohol tether.
An alcohol? I couldn't ride my bike last night. I mean, I'm not understanding this. You know what I'm saying?
Sir, I just reviewed your criminal history, or reviewed the allegation.
I couldn't ride my bike last night. You know what I'm saying? No. We don't know what you're saying.
Your Honor, I am a neurodivergent person with complex PTSD.
In the police report, and it seems as though what the allegations are, sir, in case you're not aware of them, is that you there is an strong odor of intoxicating alcohol emitting from your person. There is an off-duty nurse who had watched you fall off your bike, and so, sir, you could not get up on your own, and so the officers had to help you up as well, and so based upon those allegations, your criminal history that shows a plethora of alcohol-related convictions, including 3 alcohol-related driving convictions, so that you have a revoked license. The court is, for your safety and to support your sobriety, is ordering for you to have an alcohol tether. You're not to possess consume alcohol or drugs that are not prescribed. And what's that, sir?
When do I got to do all this? Because today, I mean, I got important things. I need my medication for one, and I'm supposed to pay my rent today. Actually, I was supposed to pay it yesterday, so I'm a day late on my rent. I don't drive. The only transportation I have is a bike. You're talking about I got to go to Detroit somehow and pick up a tether, put it on. I mean, why make my life harder than it is already? That's my question.
Sir, let me be very clear. I am not trying to make your life harder. In fact, I'm trying to help you. Stop interrupting me.
I'm fine. Let me pay my fine and get out of here.
That's not how it works here, sir. Nope. No.
I heard nobody.
Honestly, I'm confused because that's what I thought the Swingers Club was all about.
I didn't break the laws.
Sir, stop interrupting me. That's not how that works here. You have a significant criminal history involving alcohol. This court is not making it more difficult for you. This court is helping for you to maintain your sobriety so that you're not going to be killing yourself by drinking yourself to death or getting hit by a car because you're too drunk while you're riding your bike. So let me say this, sir. You are going to get a ride down to Wayne County Jail by way of the Wayne County Sheriff. You're going to get an alcohol tether placed on you. Then you can contact somebody to pick you up or what have you. You can contact your landlord. I know it's going to be a couple days before you send them your payment.
I have no way of any transportation, Your Honor. None.
Okay, sir, that's the order of the court. Good luck to you.
I'll talk to you in a minute. You can step up to the podium.
Next, we can do position 11, Ms. Mack.
Okay, this one here, someone's got a severe case of senioritis. It's depressing as hell, but it's kind of interesting.
Good afternoon, Ms. Mack. You have been charged in case 25 CR 002296G with criminal trespass and damage to property, disorderly conduct, and terroristic threats and acts. Is your history, Mr. Howard?
No.
Ms. Allen?
Thank you, Your Honor. This defendant is 18. This is an incident that occurred yesterday, May the 1st, at the high school located at 2405 Herndon Road. A teacher there reported that at about 8:15 in the morning, the student had been asked to leave. She was in the hallway. She refused, stating she was waiting for someone. Again, she was asked to remove herself from the hallway. She cussed at staff, started hurling insults at them. Ashley Buist, one of the assistant principals, was asked to come and meet with the student and the staff member and teacher. While entering the cafeteria, the defendant's described as heated, using profane language, on the phone with her mom, and she was escorted to the office where she kept telling police and telling her teachers to stop fucking with me. She knocked over the hand sanitizer on the wall. She was pulling aggressively from safety officers, causing a scene in the hallway. She had to be placed into restraints. She told the principal that she would assault her. She wasn't in restraints. She said, "I will pull up on you where you shop with my people and do something to you." Body camera footage and school surveillance camera footage was uploaded showing all of these things. Multiple witnesses were provided statements about being present for this behavior. We're asking for a SOB through pretrial, 1 day of anger awareness, 30 hours of community service, no drugs, alcohol, or weapons, and a requirement that the defendant attend school. And we'd request a parental cosigner.
Your Honor, no objection. I've tried 4 phone numbers, 2 of which are simply a last digit variation because the young lady is not sure. I've been trying her stepdad. I've been trying her mom. I'm just trying to get an adult.
Okay. Are we certain that the, and you all may not be able to answer this as of yet, but are we certain that the school is accepting her back at the present time? I don't want to order her
I
to do
actually
something.
don't know that. I don't know that.
Okay, so if she can't attend school, I want her to, but I also understand that if there's a suspension or something of that nature that might be pending.
If you'd like to hold this one, I can see if we can reach out to the school and get some information in addition to some family contact information, seeing as this young lady doesn't know a phone number for any adult or parent.
Okay.
And we can provide some more info for the court later in the calendar.
Thank you, Ms. Allen. Yes, your client has her hand up. If she's able to provide you with any further information, Mr. McLean, I'm happy to take that right now. But if it's something else, of course, Ms. Mack, I don't want you getting yourself into trouble by because you do have a right to remain silent. So, do you?
Her mother's on the Zoom, Your Honor. She just made a comment in the chat.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
Where's her mother? Oh, yes. Is it Miss Mack? Can you come on speaker for me?
Yes, hello.
Yes, so you come on video for us. Is this Kawana? I have a Tawana and a Kawana.
It's Kawana.
Okay.
Kawana. It's Kawana.
Okay, so Miss Mack, you are Ayana's mother?
Yes.
Okay, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you can place your hand down. What was
Oh, yeah. My mother, but more to the point, my father. But I mean, they were both reasonable people, but I wouldn't care what the court did because what I went home to would have been horrible.
What would you like to tell me, ma'am?
So yeah, she will be able to return to school after 15 days of suspension.
Okay. And aside,
that's the rest of the year. I mean, that's the rest of the year. I'm going to a graduation in less than 2 weeks right now.
From school, is she active in any other activities?
Yes, she played basketball.
You know, I do think she'll be perfect for the WNBA.
Anything else that you want to tell me about your daughter?
Yes, sir. With this entire incident that happened, it's not like her. I'm not sure what happened. I haven't really got a back end story about what went on, but I do know that she did call me in the midst of everything that was going on, and I was just trying to calm her down. And I did inform the adults around to give me a call. Nobody gave me a call. They just, kept going back and forth with her. And she's not the type to get angry. She look at her schoolwork and she don't get in trouble at school, period. A and B student, like, I don't know what happened that triggered her to get angry like that. She don't even have an anger management problem.
You know, that's the thing is oddly like mom doesn't seem crazy to me at all. Like it doesn't seem like that she's a wacky person. She strikes me as quite reasonable. But you know, reasonable and instilling the fear of God in your kids is two different things. My father's 80 years old. I spent an hour on the phone with him today. He would come try to kick my ass right now if I tried something like this. He can't do it, but he'd still try.
At all.
Okay. And I'm going to require, Ms. Mack, that you be a co-signer for her. Is that something that you're able and willing to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And this is the correct spelling of your name that's on the screen here? Kawana-Mack?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate you being here this afternoon, Ms. Mack. Mr. McLean, anything further? I'm going to give her an SLB through pretrial and to be released to her mother there. Anything further?
Thank you, Your Honor. Can the mom put her email in the chat so that the pretrial services office email her the link?
You should have the link, McLean.
Well, I'm not with my
That's
computer
possible.
right now. I'm doing Zoom on my iPhone. But I did send the link the other day to somebody, so I probably can do it that way anyway, since my iPhone does function.
Let's just go ahead, Ms. Mack. If you'll do that for us, Ms. Mack, we'd greatly appreciate it, okay? And you may want to call down to the jail before you go so that you can make sure. It might take a little time before she's released, but she will be released as soon as she can be processed out. As for the bond, it will, for the criminal trespass, well, for all of the counts, will be $1,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1, makes for a total of a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. I'd like her to have 1-day anger awareness. I want her to stay in school after that suspension is lifted. And while she has that suspension, she should be able to do that 1 day of anger awareness. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while out on bond, and the parental co-signer of Ms. Kawana-Mack. All right. Good luck to you all. Good luck to you all.
Excuse me, Judge. May I ask a question? If it's permissible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, you're fine. You're ahead, Miss Ma'am. You're fine. You're ahead, Miss Ma'am.
This is her aunt, Ayana aunt. With the criminal trespassing charge, I thought criminal.
Hold on, Miss Mack. Miss Mack. This is just a bond hearing. You'll be just a bond hearing.
Okay.
Like even that's I don't know. I'd say it's a dumb question. It's not really a dumb question. It's an ignorant question. She doesn't know how court works. But she asked, the judge says it's not the time and place for it, and she accepts that immediately and has manners. So it's not like she didn't have some decent behavioral models to follow. They're just, 18-year-olds are animals. That's all there is to it.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Thank you. All right.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Location is the 24/7 food market at 387 Cleveland Avenue Southwest. Investigation delayed a period of time before a warrant was obtained. It took some time to identify the defendant, but that was done successfully. Ultimately, police were called by a clerk there at the location. They met with the victim shortly on scene, Virgil McGee. They also followed up with him and the individual he was with there, who was a witness. Surveillance footage captures the defendant drive up in a vehicle, exit his vehicle, walk inside, approach Mr. McGee and his friend who is a witness, and then repeatedly strike Mr. McGee in the face multiple times before also hitting him in the knee and then fleeing and leaving in his car again. Witness there at the location made a report to officers as well. The victim was seen to have visible bruising on his eye. The victim reported that he'd been on the phone with the mother of his child, Mrs. Hicks, and had just let her know where he was. And that's when Keon, the person he only knows as Keon, showed up and assaulted him. Police were able to track Keon, because Keon then called our victim later that day, confronting him about why he got police involved. Ultimately, the victim was able to identify the defendant, and police located him. They issued a warrant, and he was eventually picked up. We did speak to Mr. McGee today, and he's here on the Zoom. He reports that he doesn't really know this gentleman, and he had never really interacted with him prior to this incident, but he confirmed the information provided in the warrants and the documents from police. He said that the defendant had called him recently, actually from a block number in March, talking to him about, why are you still talking to my girlfriend? Which is interesting because Mr. Keon has an aggravated assault battery conviction against the woman that they share in common. So
I'm going to use Ms. Fowler's word, she now is in a throuple. And not only does she choose to be in a throuple, and she's shacked up in the bed with the throuple. Now, if anybody thinks this is okay, I am in the wrong world.
Mr. McGee's woman he shares a child with that he was telling police is how he thinks they're connected, Mrs. Hicks. This gentleman's got convictions for assaulting her, but he keeps calling Mr. McGee, asking why he's messed.
Okay, it's not really a throuple. It's just a woman and her ex. But, you know, A, I'll take any excuse to use my throuple clip. And B, I don't have rights to bizarre love triangle. So there you have it.
With his girlfriend. Obviously, Mr. McGee wants this gentleman to stay away from him. He wants no contact. And we'd ask for no drugs, alcohol, or weapons. We're asking for a $2,000 surety, Your Honor. Thank you. And I'll put the address for the victim in.
I mean, really, you don't want to know.
In the chat.
And Mr. McGee, if you would like to address the court now, is your
good language skills. Be able to fix. I don't care about substance at all. The different attorneys are different ways. I'll do the law thinking. I need someone who can correct all my horrible English and spell and type.
your opportunity. I'm going to need for you to put some light on yourself and to unmute if you would like to speak to the court. Are you with me, Mr. McGee? Okay. Go ahead and unmute there for me.
Hello?
Okay, yes, we can hear you now, Mr. McGee. Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you can place your hand down. What would you like to tell the court, Mr. McGee?
I just want him to stay away from me. That's all I want. And we good as long as he don't come to where I stay at or come, to where I be at on Cleveland Avenue. If he can do that, we
good old Virgil Thruple McGee there is actually pretty chill about this. He just gets attacked out of left field, and he's just like, all right, just keep him away from me and we're fine. That's all he's asking. Very reasonable.
Good.
Okay. Do you work at that food bar?
As long as he understand that me and Vankisha got a baby together, that's all I'm trying to do is just take care of my baby. That's it. Me and him ain't never had no beef, so I don't even know what the problem is.
Okay.
So
you don't know what the problem is. I don't know. I've got a guess. What's the one thing you have in common? I think that's the problem.
Thank you, Mr. McGee. I appreciate you being here this afternoon. Mr. Chitaya?
Thank you, Your Honor. We asked the court for the lowest surety amount that's reasonable for Mr. Bradley's case. Mr. Bradley is a lifelong resident of the Atlanta area. His whole family lives here, is my understanding. He's 35 years old.
Yep.
He got through school as far as the 8th grade, and he does not have a GED. Since past September, he's been working in construction in the construction industry, and he also helps his family around the house doing landscaping work and other tasks as well. Also, he tells me that he has an old mother that he takes care of. And so given his community ties, Your Honor, the fact that he's had a stable employment history for the past 7 months and that he's trying to get his life on track, I asked the court to consider the lowest surety amount that the court is willing to give.
Okay, it'll be $1,000 good bond. No further contact with Mr. McGee. Stay away from his residential address. No drugs, alcohol, weapons while out on bond. Good luck to you, Mr. Bradley. You as well, Mr. McGee.
Oh, that guy mows a lot of lawns. Trust me.
I do.
Little lady, but you know, the queen is never late. So we'll start. I guess we start when I get here.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll wait on you.
Ask her to say her full name for me.
You need an interpreter? You need. That's what I thought.
Oh,
Speak English.
The next one I know that the guy needs an interpreter.
okay.
I was like, what the world?
Hold that thought. Mr. Ramirez Cruz, before the court, charged with illegal use of credit card. You understand that charge?
You understand what the charge
Oh,
with?
yes, I understand.
I understand you've been given copies of the paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
Got a copy of the paperwork.
That's true.
You speak English?
Based on your application, I find that you do qualify. I'm going to go ahead and appoint you to represent you. So you have an attorney now.
Okay.
Deputy criminal history on Mr. Ramirez Cruz.
No history.
Pre-trial release. No contact with the alleged victim. The court date's going to be June 2nd at 9 o'clock.
To your right, to the T. When the green light comes on, sign. Next.
Ask Mr. Rangel Lopez to say his full name for us.
Señor Rangel López, diga su nombre completo.
Leonardo Rangel López.
He's before the court charged with operating a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license.
Está frente al juez acusado de operar un vehículo motorizado sin licencia de conducir válida.
He's got an ICE hold, I understand, but he can also has an option to resolve his local charges today if he wants to with the following offer.
Tiene una orden de detención de parte de inmigración, según entiendo yo, pero también tiene la opción de resolver los cargos locales hoy con el siguiente acuerdo que se le ofrece.
If he pled today, I would adjudicate him guilty.
Si acepta los cargos hoy, yo lo condenaría culpable.
In order he pays a total of $400 within a year.
Y le ordenaría pagar un total de $400 en un plazo de un año.
Or he plead not guilty today.
O hoy puede contestar no culpable.
And we'll give him a court date for May the 5th at 1 o'clock if he's still here.
Y le daremos una audiencia para el 5 de mayo a la 1 p.m. si es que todavía sigue aquí.
What do you want to do?
¿Qué desea hacer?
¿Qué resolvería pagando los cargos?
What would I accomplish by entering a plea?
He would resolve the local charge and not have to come back to Bay County ever again.
Resolvería los cargos locales y ya no tendría que regresar al condado Bay nunca más.
Pero no resolvería la orden de deportación.
But it wouldn't take care of the deportation order?
No, nothing's going to take care of the deportation order except the man in the White House.
No, nada va a encargarse de la orden de deportación excepto el hombre que vive en la Casa Blanca.
Good, bad, or different. Here's where we're at.
Y de la persona que me chocó.
$500 court date is May 5th at 1 o'clock.
$500 la fianza. Su próxima audiencia es el 5 de mayo a la 1 en punto.
Buena suerte.
It's my anniversary. I thought it was a great idea. I just got here to tell him. Your Honor, may I be excused?
Yes, sir, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good weekend.
Dude, I will. Turkey season. Last weekend of turkey season. So I can, lose 5 pounds of sweat and 2 pounds of blood to mosquitoes and still not outsmart a bird that's got a brain the size of a pig. I'm not doing it. Mr. Carter, how you doing, sir?
I've seen better days, Your Honor.
I'm sure you have. Mr. Carter, just FYI, you got an attorney present for you.
Good morning, Mr. Carter. I'm Chelsea Stewart. Your family retained me about 20 minutes ago to represent you. So I just wanted to let you know you have an attorney and I'll be out to see you early next week, okay?
I'm not going to be released.
Unfortunately not.
No.
Your Honor, I was already off probation. My probation officer had already cut me loose.
Well,
and he turned this in. He actually suggested me to be R&R. And then I didn't show up for your court, Your Honor. I didn't show up for your court because they consolidated this. I went to your courtroom and they see upstairs. This is when I was sentenced for this charge right here.
Mine's $10,000 on the failure to appear for the trial management. Your court date is May 8th at 9 o'clock. You're held without bond on the violation of probation by Judge Garcia. Your court date in that case is June 4th at 9 o'clock.
Oh my God.
My God.
I got a 10-year-old and an 85-year-old mother that counts on my
Mr. Carter, I'll be out there. We can talk about everything, okay? Hang in there. I'll see you very soon.
Irons in the fire.
When the green light comes on, sign for your copy. Ready? Sign right now. Stop. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Should be two.
Stand out there beside the other one. State your name.
Samuel McClendon.
Oh, I love making fun of my liberal friends. All right. Mr. McClendon, you're fully court on a violation of probation for child abuse. You understand the charge?
Sir.
All right, sir. Judge, register before you held up bond. Your court date is going to be May 15th at 9 o'clock. Good luck, sir.
When the light comes on, sign.
Well, May 15th. Okay.
Next.
Ms. Sambro.
Green light, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Where'd you go?
I'm doing my. What you want?
I was concerned.
I'm right here. I told him to say his name.
I was talking about me being late. No, Ms. Sambro's never late.
You want you to say your name? Ronnie Melly.
Mr. Melton, you're full court on an out-of-county warrant out of Walton County for a violation of probation. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
In order to held without bond, I'm going to honor that request, hold you for Washington, for Walton County. I'm going to ask the Bay County Sheriff's Office to get you back over there as quickly as possible to the Phoenix Springs. I'm going to have you returnable to a first appearance judge before May 16th. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Step to your right to the T. When the light comes on, sign. Next. Step on the X. When the light comes on, say your name, ma'am.
Deborah Fisher.
Fisher, full court for a resisting officer without violence. You understand the charges? That charge?
Yeah, but I didn't resist.
Okay, well.
It's okay. I deserve what I get, so I mean.
No, don't talk about the facts of your case, but don't worry about that's for a different issue. That's an issue for a different day. But I need to let you know that the state attorney's office has made you an offer today. If you wanted to resolve your case, it would be a withhold of adjudication of guilt, so it would not be a conviction on your record. You would owe $400 within a year of today's date.
I owe $400. I did. I'm not hearing. I'm sorry.
You would have to pay $400 within a year today.
A year's today. Okay, I can pay it today. And I don't go to court. I'm done.
You're done.
I can. Yes, sir. I can pay it today.
All right. Well, you don't have to. You've got a year, but you pay it when you can. Okay? All right, Ms. Fisher, I'm going to accept your plea of no contest. I'm going to withhold adjudication of guilt. It is not going to be a conviction on your record. You got a year from today's date to pay court costs and fines of $400. If you fail to pay, it will result in a jail sentence of 15 days. So don't let it get to that point, okay?
Yes, sir.
Good luck, ma'am.
Thank you.
Step to your right to the T. When the green light comes on, sign. Next. Red X, ma'am. State your name.
Tracy Meduna.
So then you for the court on driving under the influence. You understand that charge?
I understand the charge, yes, sir.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
Pardon, I didn't understand you.
Have you been advised of your rights today?
Yes, sir.
You got a copy of your paperwork, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Deputy criminal history, Ms. Medina?
Locally, there's a DUI in 16. Virginia, 18 is a battery.
I said 5,000 court date is May 30th at 8:30 with random UAs and no alcohol. You do qualify for the public defender, and I'm appointing the public defender to represent you, so you have an attorney now. Good luck, ma'am.
She needs to sign again.
Step behind her at the signature pad. Next.
Understand what you.
You got a $5,000 bond. Next. Red X. State your name.
Everly.
Ms. Beverly, you're fully court on a future justice warrant out of the great state of Alabama. I see that you have already signed your waiver of extradition. Deputy, do we have a schedule?
Yes, sir.
Hypothetically, May 30th?
That's fine.
All right. They're on their way to get you, okay?
It could be to the 30th of May.
No, it's already scheduled, but we just can't tell you for safety reasons.
Yes, sir, I understand.
But it's already scheduled. It's on the schedule.
Okay.
All right, step to your right to the T.
Also, I wanted to find out right quick, I've got probation here in Florida. How do I do that? Just wait until.
It's within 72 hours of release. You haven't been released yet.
Okay.
Yeah, once you get through in Alabama, if they let you out of jail in Alabama, you got to report to the probation officer here in Florida.
That's a whole
Yes, sir.
situation.
Thank you.
Next. State your name.
Williams, fully court for the grand theft of a motor vehicle. Do you understand that charge?
Yes, sir.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
No, sir, all the things that.
That ain't what he asked you. He asked you, were you given a copy of your paperwork?
Yes, sir.
Were you advised of your rights today?
Yes, sir.
Now we're going into different questions.
All right. Based on your application, I find you do qualify. I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. So you have an attorney now. Any question about that?
No, sir.
Deputy criminal history, Ms. Williams?
I love how Andrew poses the dirty old man, which is probably,
Actually on bond with you for, looks like a DWLSR.
Case number now?
25 15 52 CT. He can hear you.
Miss Williams, I'm the public defender representing you today. It's probably not a good idea to talk about what happened today. You probably want to wait and talk to the public defender assigned to your case about the facts of the case. You understand?
Yes, sir. I'm just want to say one thing. The people that pressed the charges dropped.
she still wants to talk. Oh, Floyd, he sits through all of these calls only to say that. And then they ignore him.
The charges yesterday.
Okay. Well, they haven't, because we wouldn't be here today. So, all right, Ms. Williams. On the grand theft of a motor vehicle, bond is $5,000. No contact with the alleged victims. Court date's June 16th at 9 o'clock. And on 25/15/52, I'm signing an order revoking release. Good luck.
Step to your right to the T. When the green light comes on, sign. Red X, ma'am. Here you go. State your name.
Angela Sullivan.
Ms. Sullivan, you fully court charged of domestic aggravated assault. Also a use of a weapon during a felonious act. Possession of a weapon or ammo by a convicted felon. Possession of a firearm or ammo by a convicted felon. Possession of firearm or ammo by a convicted felon. And improper exhibition of a firearm or dangerous weapon. Do you understand those charges?
Woo! She's a naughty girl.
I do.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
So based on your application, I find that you do qualify. I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. So you have an attorney now. Question about that?
That's, thank you.
You're welcome. Deputy, criminal history?
20 domestic and a VOP, 17 paraphernalia controlled substance, 2 more VOPs, 16 domestic strangulation, violation of contact, intimidating a witness, times.
Strangulation, DV, and guns. I knew Andrew would be onto it.
2. History locally goes back to 09 with meth and para.
All right, on the domestic aggravated assault, bonds 15,000. The display or use of a weapon during a felonious act is 10,000. Yeah.
Can I ask a question? So the stun gun is left at my house for defense purposes.
You don't have a stun gun if you're a convicted felon.
Well, I didn't know that, but it's left at my house.
Don't talk about the fact of your case. You're admitting to felonies right and left, so don't just stop.
Okay. So could you please give me an RR on the charges, and I can fight the case from home? I'm enrolled for my bachelor's degree in business, and I work as an assistant remotely at home.
And I've got some, guns to shoot and people to batter. It's not going to happen by itself, Judge. I can't do that from in here.
It's okay.
Please.
No.
Okay, that'd be a no.
On the possession of weapon by convicted felon, 5,000. Possession of weapon by convicted felon, 5,000. Possession of weapon by convicted felon, 5,000. And improper exhibition of a weapon or dangerous firearm, 5,000. Court date's going to be May the 29th at 9 o'clock. No contact, directly, indirectly, or through a third party alleged victim.
Okay, so the alleged victim is a 19-year-old that I'm going to have to contact I'm going to have to contact the victim for my son. She don't have a dad or anybody else. Like, they'll be gone really soon. So I'm going to have to contact my daughter about my son. My mom is deceased. That's the only phone number I have.
Because you're telling me you can't have no contact with the victim.
What is it? Repeat that.
You're held without bond because you're telling me you can't not have contact with the victim.
Cannot have contact with the victim?
You don't seem to understand
You mean like
that.
the victim that like I buy her shoes? No, the victim that I buy her shoes, I buy her cell phone, I buy her clothes, like all that.
Clothes, so you can do whatever you want. I get it. I understand. Okay.
No.
Good talk.
You need to wait and talk to the public defender who's assigned to represent you. Okay?
Okay.
Floyd, a day late and $1 short here. The horse is out of the barn, Floyd.
All right.
Step to your right and sign.
She's being held no bond. She couldn't have pissed off Judge Van any more than she did.
Where the T is. You held, right?
I cannot.
Thank you.
So I cannot contact her like about my child, my 6-year-old.
No, you cannot contact the victim.
Okay, thank you.
Next. Red X. Here you go. Your second.
Is there something going on in Simpson's room?
I've only been doing this for a week. Yeah. Miss Beaver missed me for a week. She got Judge Clark instead of me for a week. And I apologize to you, Ms. Fanbro. I'm sorry. I will not let that happen to you again. I'll be here. I know you missed me when I'm late.
I did.
Ms. McLeod, how you doing there? Tierra McLeod, right?
Yes, sir.
Got it.
Okay. Ma'am, you're fully court charged with robbery with a firearm, false imprisonment, and battery. You understand those charges?
Yes, sir.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Based on your application, I find that you do qualify. I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. Any question about that?
No, sir.
Deputy Criminal Sheriff.
Less than 20 that power earlier this year. That's it.
On the robbery with firearm, bond set $50,000. The false imprisonment is $25,000. The battery is $5,000. No contact directly, indirectly, through a third party, alleged victim or co-defendants. Good luck, man.
Red X. State your name.
Ms. McLeod, for the court charge robbery with firearm, aggravated assault to commit felony, and false imprisonment. You understand the charges?
Yes, sir. Ma'am, Simon.
Giving copies of paperwork and advising of your rights. Is that true?
Got a copy of your paperwork?
I got a copy.
Were you advised of your rights? The right to remain silent? He's asking you, were you advised of that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
You're fine. She does qualify for the public defender. I'm going to appoint a public defender representative. Deputy, criminal history?
25, possession of marijuana, 24 DWLSR, 23 no valid, 22 resisting. That's it.
50,000 on the robbery with firearm, 15,000 in the aggravated assault. 25 on the kidnapping, no contact with the alleged victim or co-defendant.
You said it was 25 on the victim,
On the
kidnapping?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, he can see you. Yeah.
I wanted to wait until I can be able to speak.
You don't need to talk about what happened in your case today. You should wait and talk to the public defender who's going to represent you about that.
What do you say?
Don't talk about the case right now. Wait to talk.
He said, stop talking about your case, please. What, does he ever say anything else? I mean, he says it different ways, but that's what he always says. And Andrew, I want to know how you got control of my chat GPT. I really do. I blamed you for the beginning of this stream.
To the public defender. What was the court date, sir?
June 12th, 9 o'clock.
Thank you. Steph, go ahead and sign where the light is for me. Red X, ma'am. State your name.
Sonia Smith.
Ms. Smith, you fully court charged with accessory after the
By the way, I'd also like to note that that defendant with the red hair that is the second defendant we've seen with that exact hairstyle this week.
back to robbery with a firearm. You understand that charge?
I didn't hear your honor. I can't hear you crying.
I am. Smith, full court charged accessory after the fact to robbery with a firearm. You understand that charge?
Yes, I see the charge.
I understand you can get the paperwork and advise of your rights. That's true.
Got a copy of your paperwork?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you advised of your rights today?
Yes, ma'am.
Based on your application, if I find you do qualify for the service of the public defender's office, I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. Any question about that?
She a public defender.
Deputy Commissioner.
19 Georgia, no valid. 15 Florida, domestic act, bat, and an old bat and 7. That's it.
Bond set at 15,000. No contact with alleged victim. No contact with co-defendants.
Yes, sir.
Court date's going to be June 12th.
All right.
June 12th.
Yes,
at 9
ma'am.
o'clock in the morning.
You're about to get a copy of it.
Okay.
When the green light comes on, sign for your copy. Uh-huh. Next.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Take care, man.
Red X, state your name.
Yes, sir. Angel Farmer.
Ms. Farmer, you fully court for burglary of an unoccupied dwelling. Get you in charge?
I have a question. I have court on the 28th to go to rehab. I was wondering, can I get pretrial release on the charge? Because it's on my own storage.
Let's go back to the original question. You understand the charge?
Yes, I do. Sorry.
You understand? Have you been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights today?
Yes.
Based on your application, lines do not qualify. Go ahead and appoint the public defender representative, so you have an attorney now. With that.
Thank you.
He gave you a public defender on this case.
Okay. Yes.
Deputy Criminal History.
She's already in custody on a VOP.
All right, Ms. Farmer, so you're telling me that you're already scheduled for on that VOP to go to a vet inpatient treatment?
Yes, it's correct. The dirty cure.
Okay, well, hear me out. I'm gonna set you a $5,000 bond, so you're getting credit for the time you spend in jail on this charge as well.
Okay.
This court date's gonna be May 29th at 9 o'clock, but you can always resolve this case at that other court date. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, good luck to you, ma'am.
All right, thanks.
Step to your right to the T. Miss Roberts is not coming today, sir.
She's been ordered held without bond. Her court date is May 28th at 9 o'clock.
Step over on the X, face the TV, and state your name.
Sorry. Ms. Bell, how you doing, ma'am?
I'm okay.
Ms. Bell, you pulled for an out-of-county warrant for grand theft out of Walton County. You understand that, ma'am?
Correct.
All right, ma'am. Walton County has requested to honor your presence. They've asked us to get you back over there so you can be seen by one of their judges at first appearance. So we're going to honor that request, ask the Bay County Sheriff's Office to bring back over there. The return date on May 15th.
Pardon?
We're going to bring you back in front of a Bay County judge if you have not already been transported by May 15th. But you should be back in the Phoenix Springs by then.
Okay.
Step to your right to the T. When the green light comes on, sign. Mm-hmm. Next. Next. Red X. State your name.
Rihanna Renee Carmichael.
Carmichael, you fully court on an out-of-county warrant of Holmes County for what was originally a violation of probation on grand theft. You understand that, ma'am?
I do to an extent.
Okay. Well, Judge Roberts up there is signing an order asking us to hold you without bond and transport you back up there to Bonifay as quickly as possible. We're going to have you returnable on or before May 15th if you have not already been transported. So you should be long gone by then. Ms. Fanbro can walk you back to Bonifay by then.
Step to your right to the T.
They sign you out.
All right. I need the itinerary for the Andrew Goodwill conjugal visit tour. I got to know what all the stops are.
Drop you up there. I'm going to drop you off on the way up turkey hunt this weekend.
When the green light comes on, sign. Next.
And I don't blame you. I wouldn't either.
Next. Come on, step in on the red X. There you go. State your name.
Mr. Morash, you fully court charged with driving license suspended revoked. You understand the charge, sir?
Yes, sir.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
You got a copy of your paperwork?
Yes.
Or you advised of your rights today?
Yes, Your
Okay. Based on your application, I find that you do qualify. I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender representative, so you have an attorney now. Any question about that?
No, sir. Thank you.
Deputy Criminal History?
South Carolina, 24 possession of weapon or ammo. Florida, 24 grand theft auto. He's on probation for that out of Osceola. South Dakota, 22 flee and elude DUI. Florida, 23 controlled substance. DWLSR, and 22 cocaine. VOP, 21 goes back to 20 in another county in Florida.
Bond set at $5,000 on the driving license suspended revoked. Court date's going to be May 5th at 1 o'clock. Good luck, sir.
Step to your right to the T. When the green light comes on, sign. Next. Red X, sir. State your name.
Jason Myers.
Mr. Myers, your police court charge violation of pretrial release on a number of charges in front of Judge Register. You understand that, sir?
Yes.
Judge Register has already held out bond. Your court date's going to be May 12th at 9 o'clock. Good luck, sir.
Step behind him at the signature pad. Will you step on the T? When the green light comes on, you'll sign. Next. Red X, sir. State your name.
Richard Levin.
Mr. Levin, your police court charge driving under the influence. You understand that charge, sir?
You understand what you're charged with?
Oh, yes.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
You got a copy of your paperwork?
Yes.
Were you
Yes,
advised of your rights today?
yes, sir. Sorry, I'm having a hard time hearing you, sir.
You're fine. All right, Mr. Levin, based on your application, you've indicated you're going to hire your own attorney or represent yourself. Is that how you're going to proceed?
I believe so, sir. I got to get out and talk to my old lady.
Nah. I duck every time I hear somebody say that because I'm afraid my wife's going to be around somewhere.
I'm sorry, sir. My apologies.
You're fine. That's like somebody stepped over my grave. All right. Deputy, criminal history, Mr. Levin?
Oh, thank you,
He
Andrea.
just had a disorderly. He just got put on diversion for on the 17th.
All right. Mr. Levin, what brings you down here from Hartford?
I just came down for bike week. I was literally. It's not.
You're fine. You're fine. And you're just right across the line, right? I mean, it's,
Yes, sir. I was staying at. Go ahead. Sorry, sir.
you're fine. You're fine. I'm going to set you a monetary bond of $2,500. No alcohol while you're on release, okay?
Yes, sir. My apologies, sir.
May 30th at 8:30 in front of Judge Dyer. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Step to your right to the T. When the green light comes on, you're going to sign. Next.
I would pay my
Red X, sir. State your name. Yeah.
Mr. Gray, your full court charge disorderly intoxication and indecent exposure. Do you understand the charge? Charges?
Pardon, sir.
The charges, sir?
You understand what you're charged with?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Gray. Mr. Gray, the state has an offer for you to be able to resolve your case today if you want to. The offer of the state is 2 days credit for the 2 days you've already served. So it's time served sentence with court costs and fines due within a year of today's date as a civil judgment.
Amen, Your Honor.
I'm not going to revoke on this, Ms. Amber.
What'd you tell it?
Ain't doing it.
Are you acting up?
Not on this. Doing it. I'm not gonna revoke on this. I'm not doing it. This is, no, sir. Mr. Gray, I am not gonna do that to you. Not today.
I have prostate. I have a well-known prostate issue, Your Honor. And it gets away from me.
Stop admitting stuff. You want this plea?
Yes, ma'am, I want it.
There you go.
So
You made me use white out.
I'm gonna accept.
I gotta have it talking too much.
That I gave Ms. Milligan, I'm assuming bacterial vaginosis.
Your Honor. You guilty. Ms. Bamberger talks all the time. She's just, I mean, she runs the mouth. I can't keep her quiet.
Lawyers do it. They get paid well for it too, sir.
They do. Lawyers do get paid well.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Bamberger was getting paid by the word also, but here we are. All right. You got $400 due as a civil judgment within a year. Good luck to you, sir.
Live long and prosper, Your Honor.
Step to your right to the T. When the green light comes on, you're gonna sign. Next.
Okay, that guy was fun.
It's Friday.
Red X. The TV. The guy in the blue shirt. State your name.
Looks a lot like she does when she's not relaxed. Because you can't tell the difference. It's the easy kill. You worry about the ones that just don't give you the high or the low. They just give you the flat effect. Kind of like a sociopath.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what she just said. Yeah. Mr. Trammell, you're fully court charged with possession of crack cocaine, possession of methamphetamine, possession of paraphernalia, possession less than 20 grams of marijuana, and habitual driving license suspended revoked. You understand those charges?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true, Mr. Trammell?
Yes, sir.
Based on your application, I find that you do qualify, so I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. Any question about that?
No, sir. Thank you.
Deputy, Mr. Trammell.
Georgia, well, Tennessee 16 was a DUI second. Georgia 24 DUI DWLSR ×2 resisting. 20 battery, trespass, controlled substance, domestic hit and run. 17 another DUI. It goes back to 16 in Georgia with a shoplifting.
Bond set 10,000 crack, 10,000 on the meth, 1,000 paraphernalia, 1,500 on the pot. And they've charged you with a felony driving license suspended revoked. So I've got to give you a felony $5,000 bond on that one. Court date's going to be June 2nd at 9 o'clock with random UAs. It's directed by the court. Good luck, sir.
You're about to get you're about to get a copy of it. Step on the T. When the green light comes on, sign. Next. Red X, sir. State your name.
Mr. Johnson, full court charge of robbery with firearm, false imprisonment, and battery. You understand the charges?
You understand
Mr. Johnson, I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
Yeah.
Based on your application, once you qualify, I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. So you have an attorney now. Any question about that?
No.
Deputy, criminal history.
Community control.
Case number now.
24 1238. CF.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Johnson, on the robbery with firearm bond is $1,000. The kidnapping, false imprisonment is $25,000. And the battery is $5,000. No contact with the alleged victim. Court date's going to be June 2nd, 9 o'clock, and I'm signing a warrant for violation of community control in 24-1238. Good luck, sir.
And step to your right to the T. Next, sir. State your name.
Captain Norwood.
Mr. Norwood, you're fully court charged felony theft because of prior acts. You understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
Paperwork and advice of rights. Is that true?
Got it.
Yes, sir.
Based on your application, if I find you do qualify, I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. Any question about that?
No, sir.
Deputy, criminal history.
Georgia 24 forgery, credit card fraud, FTA 22, FTA locally 18, unarmed burglary, petty theft ×2 with a VLP, 14 controlled substance, marijuana controlled substance, smuggling contraband, DWLSR. It goes back to the 90s locally.
I've never had a drug charge in my life. I've never.
Okay, we'll throw the drug charge out. I won't consider the drug charge singular on that whole history.
She's got a job yesterday.
We're going to worry about the drug charge. Okay. Bond set at 10,000. No contact or being within 500 feet of any Dollar General. That pretty much excludes you from vacant.
I can't make a bond. And I just,
okay. Better news for me.
Andrew. I'm going to call you out right now. I know you like to flirt with all the naughty girls here in the United States. But on my recent trip to the UK, I've become aware that you have plenty of naughty girls over there. I don't think you can make it to the airport, my friend.
June 16th at 9 o'clock.
Step to your right to the T. When the green light comes on, sign. Next. Red X, sir. State your name.
Mr. Chancellor, court charge of possession of cocaine, crack, possession less than 20 grams of marijuana, and paraphernalia. Do you understand those charges?
I do.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true, sir?
Where you got a copy of your paperwork? Were you advised of your rights today?
Based on your application, I find that you do qualify. I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. So you have an attorney now. Any question about that, sir? Deputy Criminal History?
I actually have him getting charged with VOP. I don't know if you have that. That's why I didn't write it down. 21 meth para domestic. Texas 19 domestic. Locally, it's older, back into the 90s.
Your case number? 948. CF. Okay. Mr. Chancellor, you are on probation still. There was a warrant sent over, but it hadn't been signed yet. So I'm signing right now. So on the cocaine, bond is $10,000. The marijuana is $1,500. The paraphernalia is $1,000. Your court date's going to be June 12th at 9 o'clock at NWAs. But I'm signing, like I told you, I'm signing a warrant for violation of probation 24-948.
All right, step T. Oh, yeah, you got the court date. Step to your right to the T. When the green light comes on, sign. State your name, sir. Your name?
Mr. Dominguez, full court charge robbery with a firearm, false imprisonment, and battery. Do you understand the charges?
You understand what you're charged with?
Ah, he doesn't speak English. I'm not since he was with
Me too.
Speak English. He was the only one that doesn't speak English. Yeah. Well, bond's $100,000 on the robbery, $50,000 on the false imprisonment, $10,000 on the battery, no contact with the alleged victim. Comprende? June 12th at 9 o'clock.
I'll have one of the deputies come over. Step on the T. Over there.
He didn't have any questions.
State your name, sir.
Michael Clancy.
Mr. Clancy, on a fugitive justice warrant out of the great state of Alabama for violation of probation. You understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, apparently Alabama really does want you back. So here's the situation. The one thing you and I had to talk about is whether or not you are the Michael Raymond Clancy that Alabama wants. If you agree that you are, it's probably in your best interest to sign the 5 copies waiver of extradition, putting Alabama on the clock to come get you, giving you credit for that time you spent waiting on that. Otherwise, you risk sitting on dead time waiting for Mama K and Governor DeSantis to go through the process again in governor's warrant.
Yes, Your Honor.
What do you want to do? Sign? Wait.
No, I want to put them on notice.
Step over.
Step to your left, sign those copies.
There's 5 copies. Sign each one right there.
Thank you, Your Honor.
May 30th is going to be his return date, Ms. Fanbro.
Yes, sir.
I don't like that. She's going to remind me that I call her Judge Fanbro later.
You could tell it's Friday because you are on one today.
I am on it and I'm ready to go.
Really? So you used me. You didn't move this for me. You moved this for you.
I moved it for us.
Sign with the green light. Next.
Oh, that was subtle, but that was fun. That was fun. Okay, I moved it for us. Well played, Van.
Yeah, I'm in a hurry to get be miserable with. That's
next.
Situation is when it's 85 degrees. Mr. Halstead, how you doing, sir?
Friday.
Okay, how you doing, sir? I'm good, Mr. Halstead. Report, a violation of probation was originally a felon in possession of ammo or firearm in front of. Let's see. Judge Stevenson, you've been ordered held without bond. Your court date is going to be May 29th, 9 o'clock. Good luck, sir.
29.
May 29th.
Yep.
With the violence?
Uh-huh. Step away, wait. Step on the T. When the green light comes on, sign. Next. Red X, sir. State your name.
Tagliano, before the court was violation of probation was originally an uttering forged instrument. In front of Judge Register, Judge Register has already held out bond. Your court date is June 11th at 9 o'clock.
All right. All set, step to your right. Tagliano, step on the T. When the green light comes on, you'll sign. Next. Red X, sir. Here you go. Face the TV. State your name.
Yeah. Mr. Gant, before the court heard burglary with assault or battery, obstructing law enforcement officer, false imprisonment, robbery by sudden snatching, robbery without a weapon, child abuse, and felony battery. You understand those charges?
Yes, sir.
I understand you be given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Based on your application, I find that you do qualify. I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender representative. You say have an attorney now. Any question about that?
No, sir.
Deputy, come on, Mr. Gant.
His history is juvenile, 21, simple assault, resisting without grand theft, 22 counts battery, 14 a battery on a public employee times 2. That's it.
On the first degree punishable life felony of burglary with assault or battery, bond is set at $100,000. On the obstruction of a law enforcement officer, $5,000. The kidnapping, $25,000. The robbery, sudden snatching, $5,000. The robbery, sudden snatching, $5,000. The child abuse, $25,000. And the battery, $5,000. Court date will be May 29th at 9 o'clock. No contact directly, indirectly, or through a third party alleged victims.
Step to your right to the T. When the green light comes on, sign. Red X, sir. Here you step on the X. Say your name.
Mr. Rittman, you're fully court charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Do you understand the charge?
I do understand the charge.
I understand you giving copies of paperwork and advise of your rights. Is that true?
That paper in your hand. You got a copy of it?
Oh, yes, no contact order, yes.
You're fine. Based on your application, you do qualify. I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. Any question about that?
No.
Deputy, criminal history?
Earlier this year was FTA 24 disorderly. Prior to that, nothing since 12. And that was 2 counts of domestic and a DUI. Goes back to the 90s.
Bond set 15,000. Court date's going to be May 29th at 9 o'clock.
Is there a key stepper with the guys?
There's a key
with
stepper.
I know the girls, you said it. Okay, thank you.
Got us to victim and
Thank you. There you go. Thank you, sir.
Step over on the T.
Yeah, step over a little bit more. There you go. State your name, sir.
Dylan Golden.
Mr. Gold, how you doing, sir?
I'm good. How about you?
Living the dream. Mr. Golden, you're full of court charged with disorderly conduct, i.e. brawling, fighting in public, allegedly.
No.
I understand you give me copies of paperwork and advise of your rights. True?
Got a copy of your paperwork?
Yes,
Were
sir.
you advised of your rights today?
What brings you to Panama City from the great state of Alabama?
I actually came on a beach trip after 4 years because me and my baby mom have been fussing, and that's actually why I was on the phone fussing in public.
Okay, well, was your baby mama with you?
No, she's all the way in Alabama, so like it was actually.
Wait. So you got in trouble fussing with her on the phone?
Yes, sir.
That's a powerful relationship you got there, brother. All right. Turned what was probably going to be a please be quiet into a trip to jail. Golden. Mr. Golden, the state has made you a plea offer for resolve your case today. I will withhold adjudication of guilt, so it will not be a conviction on your record. And you would just owe $400 within a year of today's date, or do 15 days in jail.
I would do the money. Yes, sir.
Yeah, everybody's doing the money. I just gotta tell you, if you don't pay it, we'll issue a warrant for you, okay?
Okay, I promise you I'll pay it.
I believe you. You didn't enjoy last night's accommodation?
No, sir. I've never been in jail, so I definitely did not enjoy that.
They love that. Just
They was definitely picking with me a little bit.
All right, brother. We're gonna process you out today. You got a year to pay. You can pay online, so you don't even have to come back to pay. Good luck.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Step to your right to the T. When the green light comes on, sign. Next.
That's fine.
Red X, sir. Face the TV and state your name.
Joshua Badowski.
Mr. Badowski, court for the battery on a first responder, resisting officer without violence. Do you understand the charges?
I understand the charge is correct.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Based on your application funds, you do qualify. I'm going to go ahead and appoint you to represent you. So you have an attorney now.
Okay.
Deputy Criminal Minister?
Do I, I'm not. Yeah.
No, hold on. She's busy with somebody else now. She left me. Story of my life. Mr. Badowski, what brings you down here from Buchanan?
I was enjoying Bike Week with my family. We was just trying to enjoy the evening.
27.
Onset cop on battery on law enforcement officer, 2,500 on resisting. Court date's going to be June 16th at 9 o'clock. Good luck, sir.
Step to your right to the T. When the green light comes on, you got to sign for your copy. Next. State your name, sir.
My name is Raheem Wright.
Mr. Wright, you're fully court charged driving under the influence, possession of less than 20 grams of marijuana, and possession of paraphernalia. Do you understand the charges, sir?
Yes, sir.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. Based on your application, you indicate you're going to hire your own attorney to represent yourself. Is that how you're going to proceed?
Yes, sir.
Deputy Criminal History.
He just got put on probation with Dyer. It looks like a criminal mischief.
$25,2021.
Hey, sir.
Yeah.
Is there any way that I could get a bond?
No.
Okay. Because I was already on their probation. How long would I have to stay?
He finna say that.
Okay.
Well, your court date on the new charge is going to be May 30th at 8:30. I'm not sure when your court date on the VOP is going to be, but it's probably going to be before then. So you can resolve all of them at that VOP date if you need to, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, buddy. So I'm signing a warrant for violation of probation in case 25-2021. That's the case that's going to hold you in jail. So make sure you get credit for the time you spend in jail on the other charges. I'm going to set a monetary bond of $2,500 on the DUI, $1,500 on the marijuana, and $1,000 on the paraphernalia. The court date on those cases will be May 30th at 8:30. Yeah, 8:30.
Step to your right to the T.
Hi.
He can hear you. Oh, you had another question?
Oh, no, I have no more questions. Thank you.
When the green light comes on, you're going to sign. Next. Step on the X. State your name.
Masters.
Mr. Masters, full court charge of misuse of 911. Do you understand that charge?
You understand what you're charged with?
Yeah.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
Were you given copies of your paperwork?
Yeah.
Were you advised of your rights today?
No. No, I heard the Miranda thing in the room. That's it.
That's it. That's today, right?
Yeah.
That's what she asked you. So you did hear it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Based on your application, I find you do qualify. I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. So you have an attorney now. Any question about that?
No.
Deputy criminal history.
Got him on felony probation, 2 cases.
Case number?
22, 4121, 23, 472. Yeah.
All right, Mr. Masters, on the misuse 911 bond is $1,500. Court date's going to be Monday, May 5th at 1 o'clock. I'm signing a warrant for violation of probation 22, 4121 and 23, 472. Good luck, sir.
State your name.
Mr. Irvin, before the court on possession of firearm by convicted felon, possession of ammunition by convicted felon, and carrying a concealed weapon or firearm. Do you understand the charges?
Yes, sir.
I understand you have copies of paperwork and advised.
Bring it up on me, sir.
Been advised of your rights.
Yes, sir.
You got a copy of paperwork, sir?
I'm sorry, copy of
You
what?
got a copy of your paperwork?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good. Deputy criminal history.
I don't have a complete history on him, sir. I'm sending it over now.
Based on your application, Mr. Irvin, you do qualify for the service of the public defender's office. I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender representative. So at this time, you've got an attorney. You also have the option, if you want to hire an attorney later if you need to, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, on possession of firearm by convicted felon, bond set at $15,000. The ammunition by convicted felon is $10,000. And the carrying concealed firearm is $10,000. Basically just treated it because they just charged him with the ammunition that was in the gun. I just treated it one charge. So I just split it out. That's my standard bond for that charge. So I just gave him the 25 basically and the 10. So that they give you an explanation of why it's broken out like that. June 16th at 9 o'clock is going to be your court date, sir. Good luck to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Step to your right to the T. When the green light comes on, sign. Next.
Y'all have a good
Red X.
Where to go if you don't know, since y'all are from out of town. What's that? I think it's 30 total, 35 total, 35. 25 for the gun, or the ammo in the gun is 25 total, and the 10 for the carry and conceal.
State your name, sir.
Mr. Lockhart, before the court order, moving a serial number from a firearm, resisting officer without violence, driving license suspended revoked, driving under the influence, and driving or racing on the highway. Racing on the highway. Wow. You understand the charges?
Yes.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
You got a copy of your paperwork?
Yes.
Okay. That's bad. Okay. All right. So okay. So allegedly, you didn't remove the serial numbers. It was put a finish on it. Allegedly, a spray finish on the slide.
It was Cerakote.
You're fine. All right. That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, especially since the serial number on the frame was visible. So it's not like I don't think you were trying to hide anything, Mr. Lockhart. I think you just made a mistake. I don't think that one's not gonna cost you any heartburn down the road. I promise. But you got other stuff to worry about. Okay. All right, Mr. Lockhart. Based on your application, you've indicated you're going to hire your own attorney to represent yourself. Is that how you're going to proceed?
Yes.
What brings you down here from Auburn, Alabama?
Bike week.
Bike week. That's what happens. Deputy, criminal history?
Alabama DUI 24 and 25. Intox 14 and 24. And that's it.
On the or on the bed line or over the one set of serial numbers on the firearm, I'm going to give you a monetary bond of $500 to reflect what I think of that case. On the resisting officer without violence, $1,500. On the driving license suspended revoked, $2,500. On the driving under the influence, $5,000. And on the racing on the highway, $2,500. No alcohol while you're on release. Your court date's going to be May 29th at 9 o'clock. Good luck, sir.
All right. Step to your right, Timothy.
And Mr. Lockhart. Mr. Lockhart.
Sorry.
Roll Tide. Roll Tide, sir.
Roll Tide. I went to school with all and still you're Roll Tide.
All right. When the green light comes up.
Done this fan bro.
Yeah.
I'll see you in 6 weeks.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't mean to do this, but after our weird start, I think I can make it all the way to big in stream. So first of all, I've got a clip from Van Balian, but also I've got a joke, fresh from Chat GPT for Panama City Bike Week. Yes, here it is, people. It's Bike Week in Panama City Beach, so naturally, I'm offering a special on DUI defense. Free consultation if you can recite the Miranda warning without falling off your Harley. All right. Let me get this set up here. All right, this is from Van Balian. He's got a great channel, always has. Check it out. Shout out to the Van Balian channel. I got a few requests for this video, and it also fits time-wise.
Welcome back to the Van Balian channel, guys. Today we head to Rochester, New York, where a non-compliant suspect, let's call him. He isn't a soft sit, but trust me, we are in the same ballpark of stupidity. Refuses to pull over initially when instructed to do so by cops, for failing to use a turn signal and for operating a motor vehicle without an inspection sticker. But when he finally does pull over, refuses to comply with lawful orders, which leads to a no-nonsense cop removing his car window. Right, let's get into the video.
Roll down your back window. Roll down your back window. Because you weren't pulling over. Roll down your back window now. Roll down your back window. Roll down your back window.
You can't see the car. It's way too dark. Just roll the back window down. Just roll the back window down first. Can't see anything in the back of the car. Is there anybody back there? Okay, just roll the windows down before we break them. How does that sound, man?
Yeah, sounds good to me, especially because we're only, 1 minute into the traffic stop. Usually we have to sit through anywhere between 10 and 30 minutes of soft sit nonsense before we get around to removing the car window. So this is quite the treat.
I don't care. I'm still putting my fez on.
Listen, I'm going to pull you out of the car if you don't roll your back window down. What are you doing? You're doing too much. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. So get out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
Oh, you got Joey. Take in the car, please.
Get out of the car. Yeah, window puncher now. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. I'm telling you to get out of the car. What? Because I said so. Get out of the car. Why you want? Because you're not complying with me. Get out of the car right now. Get out. What's the reason why? Because I'm conducting. Get out of the car. I'm not explaining anything else. Get out of the car.
Yeah, I mean, if you're stupid enough to refuse to get out of your vehicle after refusing to roll down your dark tinted windows, you deserve to lose one of your windows.
Bro, I'm just gonna break the window. All right, I'm breaking your window. No, I'm not. I'm breaking your window. Yes, you is. How much you want to bet? I'm
sending them over after this, Biggin.
Okay.
There's not much left after my Chat GPT joke session.
What's up? Sir, you need to get out of the car. I'm going to break your window.
What is the problem?
I'm going to break your window. Get out of the car. I'm going to break your window.
What did I do?
I'm going to break your window. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. I'm not playing around. Get out of the car.
Chill out, bro. Chill out. Why you doing it?
Get out. Now. Get out of the car.
Yo, chill out, bro. Chill. Yo, for what? What did I do? Oh.
Stop.
Okay, first of all, very clean window bust. That little multi-tool he got from his keyring is impressive. Secondly, dude, you were given about 15 warnings to roll your window down and or get out of your vehicle, so you don't get to act all shocked and surprised when the thing they warned you was about to happen, happened.
What the? Yo, what the? Yo, nah, bro, nah. Yo, what the? Did I? Yo, help me! Help me!
Stop grabbing my hand. Stop grabbing my hand.
Help me! Help me! Help me! I didn't. Yo, help me!
Bro, you got drugs on you. Stop.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I promise I don't.
Help me. Who do you think is going to come to your rescue? The only person around is the kid on the bike, and he's too busy recording a video for TikTok.
Bro, for that, bro. You're an idiot, bro. Come on. What that for?
Stand up.
We go way back.
Yeah, record the whole.
Oh, don't worry, your stupidity was captured on camera from beginning to end, and from a better angle than whatever the kid on the bike happened to record.
Stop.
Bro, I can't get my crotch, bro.
You're not gonna leave. We're gonna need that for evidence.
Yeah, bro, don't. Bro, record the whole.
There we go.
Record the whole thing. Record the whole thing. Bro, yo.
Stop. Get in the car. What's up? Probably. Yeah.
Just a lot of weed.
This is where the supervisor, seen leaning into the back of the police car, arrives, and the tow truck to take the uninspected and reported unroadworthy vehicle to car jail.
Hope so.
Hi, Mr. Taylor. What happened, man? Watch your back. Okay, I'm not familiar with this area. Maybe it's that street right here, right? Okay. So he's saying he's going to I'm laughing at you. Right, so I know. See, I pulled over right here, so I didn't really get so then, he walking up to my car with a gun. Like, he didn't point it, but he got it out. And I was telling him to put the gun away. He put the gun away. Never was really trying to tell me why he pulled me over. So I didn't hop out the car. He told me to get out the car. I never got out the car. They broke my window, pulled me out the car, doing all types of car about to get towed, all this other.
Okay, first of all, not knowing the reason for the stop is not a reason to not comply with lawful orders. Secondly, if you don't understand why refusing to pull over in a car that has really dark tints can lead to guns being drawn, then maybe driving isn't for you.
Well, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because your car's getting towed because it's uninspected. So we have to tow it because of that. It's not roadworthy per the state of New York. I'd have to go look. But it comes up that it's expired. Why'd you put your window up? Why didn't you talk to him?
No, I was, but he never told me. I asked him. He told me to get out the car. I said, "What?" He said, "Just get out." Like he wasn't trying to do no reason. Like why would I just get out? I've been before you. I got pulled over 10 times before they asked me for my license. He never asked me for my license, so I didn't get out. So he broke my window.
Okay. All right. But you had your window up?
Yeah, and my sunroof was up. Like when
I'm just asking, why wouldn't you? Because you've been told.
Because he had a gun. That's the reason why. Why would I roll up my window if he got a gun out?
Well, that way you guys can.
My window was rolled. It was cracked. Like, it was cracked.
All right. Are you okay? I mean, I see. They tell me you don't even have a record.
Exactly.
Like, I don't know.
Exactly.
The supervisor now tries to give him a tip for next time that might keep his car window intact, but it looks like this is a regular occurrence for him.
This escalated quickly. Can I give you a tip next time? Next time, an officer, just put your window down and talk to him. You know what I mean?
You don't understand, bro. No, I'm not even trying to be funny though, but y'all not black, man.
All right. There you go. We get the point. If you want to see the rest of it, go watch it on Ben Ballion's channel. He's always got good stuff. Has for years. He was helpful to me when I first started this. Him and like Team Skeptic. Those are the old dogs I know. There are more. Thank y'all for coming out. Thanks for enduring my my bad jokes. I'll see y'all soon. Behave yourselves. I will not be bailing you out.